Welcome to another InfoTrends video infocast. My name is Randy Dazzo, Director of Solutions and Services for the Office Group, and this is the Office Document Technology Week in Review. The ODT Week in Review is a new video infocast series that will provide you with topical industry news from the prior week that is relative to our market. It'll cover topics from security to acquisitions and other interesting accounts of the week that has implications to our industry. This week in review is from the news-related topics that hit the week of May 16th, 2011. So last week there were still a lot of stories around security, from hackers once again shutting down the online Sony PlayStation community to the schematics of the new World Trade Center building posted online. ZDNet found that the PlayStation sign-in is down again due to a security loophole. After restarting the PlayStation network around the world 2 weeks ago and promising tougher security for customers' data, the PSN sign-in is once again offline as Sony is working to patch a new security hole. According to Nylivia.com, the new loophole can reset passwords using just the user's date of birth and email address, information that was stolen in the first attack. This means even if the user has logged in after the restart to create a new login, that login may already be useless due to this new vulnerability. Next, the Inquirer wrote that HP released its Q2 results early after memo leaks sent stocks falling, which came from a leaked memo from Hewlett-Packard CEO Leo Apothecary warning of another tough quarter. Reports of the May 4th miss from Apothecary to his top executives surfaced late Monday, sending HP shares falling. HP abruptly moved its earnings report to Tuesday morning, which it had originally been scheduled for Wednesday afternoon. Despite the panic, the results were generally positive, with HP bringing in net revenue of $31.6 billion, a 3% increase on the $30.8 billion from the same quarter in 2010. The memo was leaked to Bloomberg and also asked executives to watch every penny and minimize all hiring, words that are not confidence-inspiring for investors. The Paltalk News Network had a story on the NYPD anti-terror ops, which was discovered in the trash. A blog in New York City is making headlines after one of its reporters did some dumpster diving in the trash outside of Manhattan's South Police Precinct House. The documents, which details the deployments of 20 cops assigned to the COBRA task force, were discovered by a reporter from AnimalNewYork.com. COBRA stands for Chemical Ordnance, Biological, and Radiological Awareness. These documents instructed officers on how to identify suspicious vehicles and devices in nearby Times Square and how to sweep them for chemical and biological radiological threats. ABC News went after the story and got a statement from the NYPD, which claimed that the public was not put into danger, nor was the department's counterterrorism procedure jeopardized because the duty assignments were tossed in the trash after the assignment was completed. But the documents clearly showed the number of cops and their deployment on the day of question, and the incident raises some very serious concerns about procedures that police departments take to ensure the security of its counterterrorism operations. According to a story on Wired.com, Dropbox, the popular online storage system, deceived users about the security and encryption of its services, putting it at a competitive advantage, according to the FTC complaint filed Thursday by a prominent security researcher. The FTC complaint charges Dropbox with telling users that their files were totally encrypted, and even Dropbox employees could not see the contents of their files. PhD student Christopher Shogun published data last month showing that Dropbox could indeed see the contents of files, putting users at risk of government searches, rogue Dropbox employees, and even companies trying to bring mass copyright infringement suits. Shogun, who spent a year working at the FTC, charges that Dropbox continues to make deceptive statements to consumers regarding the extent to which it protects and encrypts their data, which amounts to a deceptive trade practice that can be investigated by the FTC. Dropbox dismissed Shogun's allegations, and they said that we believe that this complaint is without merit and raises old issues that were addressed in our blog post on April 21st, 2011. And in addition, millions of people depend on our service every day, and we work hard to keep their data safe, secure, and private. Dropbox, which has more than 25 million users, revised its website claims about its data security on April 13th from "all files stored on Dropbox servers are encrypted and are inaccessible without your account password" to "all files stored on Dropbox servers are encrypted." The difference Shogun charges is very important. And lastly, in a CBS News New York edition headline states, downloadable schematics of the One World Trade Center raises eyebrows. The detailed schematics of the One World Trade Center, the building police commissioner Ray Kelly calls the nation's #1 terror target, can be downloaded right off of the New York City's official website. There are 17 documents stamped confidential showing every nook and cranny, including load-bearing walls, mechanical rooms, and ground floor entrances of the still under construction tower in Lower Manhattan. The Port Authority says the documents were scrubbed of sensitive information and should not have been marked as confidential. Interesting remarks from commenting bloggers said that we're just giving the keys to the city to anyone in this city, and others blame the media for exposing these things to the public, and it's the media's fault for making terrorists aware of these documents. Well, with security still one of the top concerns of businesses in many of our studies, it still amazes us at InfoTrends that organizations are not implementing security measures and policies to reduce security threats. In a week with so many security stories, one would think that large and even medium and small companies would start to put these measures in place and inquire about the solutions that make it that much harder for outside intruders as well as inside attackers preventable. With more and more information shifting to the cloud and security threats moving from external to internal, organizations need to understand these shifts and put these measures in place to improve and maintain information integrity. With This Week in Review, this is Randy Dazzo, signing out.